Has the ball on the tee. And off we go here in London. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers. Of course, all the buildup in 2023, it lasted all of 4 snaps. But the man is a legend, a Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now the former first-round pick, Breece Hall. He's got it. That's a first down at the cross midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Rodgers on first down. He's got the longtime Charger, Mike Williams. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Give up the middle with Hall. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
1st and 10. Another run here with Hall. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
They'll go again with Hall. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Hall. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. So some of these 3rd and medium, 3rd and long situations, it's the perfect time. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
They will run it over center with Hall. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
To the 5-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. From the gun, Rodgers to the goal line and in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
I think it's fair to say that the trajectory of his career hasn't gone exactly according to plan. But you don't get drafted as the 3rd overall pick unless you have a ridiculous amount of talent. He's bounced around a few places throughout his career. He's had some ups and downs. But when he's on his game, he is as talented a thrower as there is in the NFL. And an impressive outing today could go a long way in making him back a full-time starter.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 20 on the connection. It'll be a Vikings first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. A big play for Minnesota. 38 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. On the give, it's Jones. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? So a little extra time to think about this 3rd and goal as we've hit the end of the first. The Jets have the advantage. More from the International Series in London after this. Third and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. This one caught at the 4. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Gibson now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So now Rodgers and the Jets ready to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing, Rodgers. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 76 yards. Touchdown, New York. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Now Zerline for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Jets offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Nice catch there by Williams, and he's able to move the chains. And while he finds himself now in a new uniform here in New York, it's just nice to see him able to return from injury just a year ago. He was signed by the Jets this offseason after coming off a really good run with the Chargers. He's already making his presence felt. He picks up a fresh set of downs.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
That one taken in by Corley. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to London, England. After this, here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Rodgers. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and third down coming up.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Rodgers on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. He's got it at the 3. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be first and goal.
Say what you want about this group, Mike, but they certainly aren't scared. I mean, not only to go for it on fourth down, but the quarterback decides to throw that ball into double coverage and somehow still resulted in them
powering forward. He's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jets move out to a 21-3 advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Howell now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Operating from the gun, it's trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked up by Sauce Gardner.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Rodgers. He's got a receiver, Alan Lazard. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. A first down throw from Rodgers. He'll get that into the hands of Williams.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Rodgers. And he'll take it on in. Malachi Corley. Touchdown, New York. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Extra point try now for Zerline. It's up and through. And the Jets stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Darnold. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Darnold to the air once more. Open man downfield. It's Addison. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports Studios and our halftime report. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll take this to about the 28. Will McDonald there to tackle it. Here's a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. He'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
And after parting ways with the Packers, Jones kind of surprised some by staying in the NFC North. He signs with Minnesota, and he joins an offense that is loaded with talented skill players. So if he can continue to be the playmaker he's been throughout his career, they've got themselves a nice young group here in Minnesota, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Darnold to throw. Finding room at midfield. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
To throw is Darnold. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Darnold now to throw. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down. Gain of 12 and a 1st down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Jones. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play fake to Jones. Now Darnold. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation play out across that defensive tackle position. I mean, years ago, Mike, they were the big run stuffers. They were big bodies in there just trying to slow down the interior run game. Now, these guys are not only big, but they're real athletes. Their job is to not only push the pocket, but win one-on-one and get sacks like that. I don't think we give them enough credit for how good they are as pass rushers from the interior.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down, and here comes 4th down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Vikings will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. He's tackled down by Byron Murphy. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. A throw left side taken in by Corley. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the 2nd half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Rodgers keeping it himself. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And now it's going to be 3rd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Hall. He needed 13 and got 14 for the 1st down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He'll look underneath for Hall. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On the run, here's Hall. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. Third and a yard. Catch made right side by Wilson. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a 1st down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend it.
A dive, and he's in! Breece Hall. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now Zerline for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Powell now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man. That's Surefield.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's no secret this day has been a rough outing all around. So at this stage of the game, really no choice but to remain aggressive and just try to find something positive on a day where there's been a lot of negative.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. There's Jefferson. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look.
Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. But this is taken in by a teammate. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down.
And I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down. To throw again is Darnold. He pulls it in around the 5.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Here's Darnold again. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jordan Addison, touchdown Minnesota. It felt like they needed a touchdown, Greg, in the worst way after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it, as you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6. It starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt, saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally do. We can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 8. A give. Here's Hall. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. On the give, it's Hall. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Jets 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So this one in the win column for the Jets. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long from London.